Welcome back to Amazing Websites Television, the show where intelligent people like you can find the tools to change the rules. Welcome back to the show, and I am very happy to be here, even though it's 45 degrees. I mean, possibly look at me, I'm all sweaty here, but it's just absolutely great to be on the Internet City in Dubai. Possibly you can see there we have Dell computers, we have Infotech back there, Canon is there, IBM is there. Just behind you is Google, which you won't be able to see because of course it's just very close to the camera. However, I mean, I thought it would be a great episode to do here on the Internet City. Today we have an amazing show. We're going to have James Schramko with his advanced internet strategies, and of course lots of great apps and tools. So let's get started with the first section of the show, which is going to be handy bookmarks. On today's show, we're going to have 5 great resources that I'm sure that you're going to find very interesting. Our first resource is going to be called Coursera. Coursera is a website which is full of online courses, language courses, math courses, all sorts of different courses that you can do online for free, and I'm sure that you're going to find the content absolutely amazing. Our second website that we're going to be talking about, our second great handy bookmark, is going to be BuzzFeed. And BuzzFeed is an amazing site full of great content to share on social media, but also to curate for your blogs. And it's all like, you know, the 10 celebrities that are doing this, the 20 celebrities that are doing that, the 10 best ways of saving money. So it's always the 10, the 15, the 20 great resources that I think that you will be able to benefit from. Our third handy bookmark for today is going to be a website called Wabi, and Wabi is a new feed source that looks a lot like Facebook. So basically you sign up for a profile, and then you will be able to say, well, you know, I would like to get news from this, I would like to get news from this other topic, I would like to get news from this other topic. So you basically mention the topics that you would like to be getting a feed from the news, and it will be actually, you will be able to receive them right away there in your phone or in your tablet. I absolutely love this site because of course it keeps me abreast of all the things that I need to know when I need to know them. Our fourth handy bookmark for today is going to be a website called honeyfund.com, and in Honeyfund it's actually very interesting. I love the concept, and basically, I mean, if you cannot really afford your honeymoon, then you can create your own page where actually people can pitch in, and they can give you some money in different ways. I mean, it's very interesting concept, and I think this is another very creative thing that, especially if you're going to be getting married, you're absolutely going to love this website. And the very last website is not only a website, but it's also a recommendation. From what I've been hearing, Hotmail is going to disappear at some point. Microsoft is actually going to be removing Hotmail, and they're going to be replacing it with Outlook. So I recommend you to go to outlook.com and create your own account, because if you have a Hotmail account, which is very likely that you have, as I have, that possibly in a very short time is not going to be existing anymore. So make sure that you go to outlook.com and you create your new account. So I hope that you enjoy these resources, and now it's time that we go for the premiere of the next section of the show, which is going to be On the Go with Web 3.0. On season 3 of Amazing Websites Television, I thought it would be very important to start covering Web 3.0. Therefore, I have included the new section of the show, which is going to be On the Go with Web 3.0. Now, if you do not know what Web 3.0 is all about, you're going to be learning about in the entire season, because of course there's a lot of material that we need to cover. So right now, let me just give you a brief explanation of what Web 3.0 is all about.
Hi there, this is Ernesto, and I'm very, very happy because I've just been doing an interview with CNBC where they were telling me about Web 3.0. Web 3.0 is going to be revolutionizing the world, and I think you have to really keep an eye on what's going to be happening. Basically, the way that Web 3.0 works is right now you can access the internet virtually from anywhere. If you actually have a mobile device or you have a tablet, you will be able to actually access the internet everywhere you are, and that of course is going to change the way that that people consume content and also how they purchase stuff. So it's very, very important that you keep abreast on the changes on Web 3.0.
It was actually quite cool being interviewed on CNBC Arabia, where actually I was the first person to ever talk about Web 3.0. That was just absolutely awesome. So throughout these few 24 weeks that we're going to be spending on Season 3, I will be covering a lot of stuff about Web 3.0. And Web 3.0 takes a lot of areas that we need to cover. Of course, we have to cover content generation, which is also very strong, and very soon we will be watching a video on how Coca Cola is changing their online strategy. Also mobile marketing, which I will also be sharing with you a very funny video right now that is happening. I mean, of course, it's everywhere, mobile marketing, and of course, there's so many different areas in Web 3.0 that I cannot really wait to be sharing all these great information with you. So let me just get started with a very, very funny video that I actually found recently about a guy that thought it was going to be very funny to be teasing a frog with his mobile phone. Just have a look and have a laugh. Very funny video, don't you think? Well, when I watched it the first time, I thought it was hilarious, and I have watched it about 3 or 4 times, and every time I see it, I really have to laugh. So now it's time that we go to the next video, which is going to be a video from Coca Cola. Coca Cola, as I was telling you, has implemented very strongly the change in their marketing totally for content generation. Some of the content is generated by them, some of the content is generated by the people that actually drink Coca Cola, and you are sure you're going to really like this short little video. So have a look. So content generation also is a very, very important part of Web 3.0 because, of course, I mean, we become our content in Web 3.0, and we're going to be learning why that is so powerful throughout these 24 weeks that we're going to be talking about Web 3.0. Therefore, now it's time that we go to the next section of the show, which is going to be Advanced Business Strategies with James Schramko, and James is also going to give you some great content on how to generate new content. Have a look.
Hi, this is James, and today we're talking about content, how you create your information products. Now, first I want to talk about audio. I use a program called Audacity, and you can download that for free. If you Google it, download Audacity, and you can talk into a microphone or straight into your computer and record tracks and edit them up and turn them into an MP3. Once you have an MP3, you now have an audio that you can podcast. If you're using WordPress, I use a podcasting plugin called PodPress. It's an old one, but a good one. If you have a look on Internet Marketing Speed and click on the audios, you'll see lots of interviews that I've done where I've used Audacity to clean up a file and turn it into an MP3. If you're not with someone and you want to interview them, you could use Skype, and there's a couple of programs to use there. If you're using a Mac, you'd use a program called Call Recorder. And if you're using a PC, then you probably want to look up Pamela for Skype. Okay, so that's the audio side of it. If you are doing video like this, you might want to get something like a flip cam, which is what I'm using, or you could use an iPhone, or any sort of digital camera on movie mode. Flick it to movie mode, record your video, and then there's any number of conversion tools that you can use to turn it into the right format. You can use MPEG-4, you can use .mov or even .avi to upload to most of the video sharing sites. Okay, so that's audio, that's video, and don't forget PDFs. And that's probably the easiest way to get publishing your content. So take a Word document and turn it into PDF. The latest Word comes with a PDF conversion, but if you don't have Word or you don't like it, and I'm sure there's plenty of people that would fit that criteria, you can download a program called openoffice.org, and there's a thing called S-Writer. You can put your Word document into S-Writer, and then you can click on the Create PDF button, and now you have a PDF report. PDF reports are still a high perceived value. You can give them away for an opt-in, which means that people will give you their email address, and you can now give them a PDF report, or you can give them a podcast or an audio file, or you can give them a video. Alright, so hopefully that helps you getting your content online. Looking forward to seeing you on the next lesson.
So welcome back today to our special guest, and I think we're going to really learn a lot with him. He was kind enough to invite us to his home. We're right now here in Dubai, and we're going to be interviewing Mr. Phil Bedford. Hi,
Ernesto.
Phil. Good to have you on the show. Phil is the president of, or how? What's the title that you have?
Referral Institute. It's the Master Franchise.
Master Franchise
for the Middle East.
Okay.
Yes.
Fantastic. Okay, perfect. Phil has always been very supportive of all the stuff that I have done in the Middle East, and I am very, very grateful, and I am now very honored on having him on the show. He is the co-author of the world's best known marketing secret, which is right now an international bestseller, in which, because there's a number of different bestsellers, so where has it been now a bestseller?
Well, it's actually global. I mean, the book's actually sold normally by hand to hand or word of mouth through networks such as BNI, the Referral Institute, and other networks. So it's very much you pick it up through your network, strangely enough.
Fantastic. And it's really impressive. I mean, I am seeing here all the testimonials that he's having. He's having Jack Canfield, Deepak Chopra, Brian Tracy, Bob Berg, Tony Alessandra. So a number of different, very important people, of course, talking about it. And I think it would be very interesting to actually dig a little bit on the world's best known marketing secret. So,
Okay, are you ready to reveal the secret? What's the world's best known marketing secret?
I can't tell you it's a secret.
Oh.
Sorry, bye. Actually, for most business people, if you ask them what's the best way of marketing your business or actually getting new clients, studies say that 97 to 98% of people will actually say by referral. And yet if you ever ask them what they're doing to get more of that, the majority will say nothing.
Yeah.
Because referrals have to come by chance, don't they? You never know when someone is going to say, you know, if you want a good website or an online brand, speak to Ernesto. You never know what's going to happen. You've got no idea. So it's pretty much as effective as it is, it's still a secret because people do nothing about it, like most secrets.
Yeah.
So what the book does is it introduces the reader to one of our most fundamental courses, which is a program called the Certified Networker. So it's basically how you build a system that's been tried and proven over 26 years on how you can actually start to make referrals for your business a predictable business source. There we go.
That's the whole secret. Okay, perfect. So, for example, in your experience, because of course in the Referral Institute, how do you actually measure a business, the growth of a business through referrals? Because that's always one of those. I don't know. It's a difficult question.
Yeah,
I think it's something that I'm very interested in. So that's why I'm asking.
Yeah. And it's very relative as well. I mean, I think going back to what we said before, is a lot of people think that referrals come by chance.
Yeah.
So when they come, they're always really excited to get them.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you very much, and off they go.
Yeah.
One of the key elements to having success in referral marketing is actually tracking who is the individual that passed me that referral.
Exactly.
So once you've received the referral, you track the individual, you keep record of that individual.
Yeah.
And you actually can have more conversations with this person to generate more business.
Yeah.
But when you're tracking when the referral came from, you can also track the revenue that came as a result of that referral.
Yeah.
And by having a decent tracking system in place, you can find out who your key relationships are,
Yeah.
who's generating you the most money, and which of those referrals are closing and which aren't.
Okay.
On another side, we can actually find which of our referral sources we actually need to train more. Because they may want to help us,
Yeah.
but they could be waste of time referrals, which a lot of people get.
Yeah.
And what we don't want to do is waste our time.
Exactly. Cool. You obviously have the world best known marketing secret. However, I'm sure that there's a lot of gems. I am definitely going to be devouring the book because I love this subject. But if there will be two absolute great gems that you can get out of the book, what would they be?
Number one is really if you want to develop relationships, you need to find how you can help people. There really are two kinds of people in the world. There's your transactional, people who just want to take, and then you've got your relational, which is people who see the value of relationships in business. And fundamentally, as human beings, we're relational.
Yeah.
If you can find people and you can help them to hit their business goals, just like you regularly help me every time you come into town, you help me. The more you help
each other.
Exactly, exactly. But the more you help me, I become compelled to want to help you.
Yeah.
As human beings, if somebody is constantly doing stuff for us, we have to do something for them. So that will be my number one thing, is to really just give and try and help people as much as possible.
Fantastic. I think a very important thing is I would like you guys to get in touch with Phil, because I think he's somebody that you can learn tremendous from. The content that he puts online and also on his blog, I think it's great. So where would we send everyone to first of all, to connect with you, and second, how can they get a copy of the book?
Well, absolutely. I mean, I'd love to connect with anyone that wants to learn more information, and like something I learned from you, it's always worth giving it away free. So therebelnetworker.com is my blog, and you're more than welcome to go on there, connect with me. I'm on Twitter as well as the Rebel Networker. All my links are there, and there's loads of free tips and tools for there.
Fantastic. All right, well, Phil, it's been a
Ernesto,
pleasure having you on the show. We're going to be having you in another edition of the show, which I think is great. And make sure that you connect with Phil in the rebelnetworker.com, and make sure to get his book, The World Best Known Marketing Secret. So now it's time that we go to the next section of the show, which is going to be One App a Day Keeps Boredom Away.
Zero Touch. It's the new way to manage your business on the go. Imagine, on your way to work, you quickly check the balances of all your bank accounts and credit cards. At a glance, you instantly see where your business cash flow stands. With a client meeting scheduled, you look up their address and view it on the map. To expense your travel, you take a photo of the receipt, and it's instantly uploaded to Xero. Say goodbye to stuffing your wallet full of receipts. Once the job is done, simply create and email your invoice on the spot. At the end of the day, with your cash flow under control, you can relax. Thanks to Zero Touch.
So I really hope that you enjoyed the show. Once again, I am on the Internet City, and this is Ernesto Verdugo, and this is Amazing Websites Television, the show where intelligent people like you can find the tools to change the rules. Make sure to see us next week. Bye-bye.